Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, double honor to the Apostle and others, the great millstone, teaching us 1% truth according to the Bible well, and peace and blessings to the life of the nation of Israel. Take the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shai. I'm going to do a quick and Lord's willing edifying lesson on the enemies of the Lord are going to be dealt with. The enemies of Yahweh by Shema Shai, the Lord is going to deal with them. He's going to judge them. We're going to focus on the two-thirds of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans whom the Lord will judge, in these last days. It's going to be a judgment for all the wickedness that they have done down here upon the planet Earth, and how they have fought against Jerusalem, a people before it took place against the elect of the Most High. And that's what you see these scoffers attempting to do. They're attempting to fight against the program of Yahweh by Shema Shai, and the Lord is going to deal with them. This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. So this is the plague, that Yahweh by Shema Shai is going to bring upon his enemies, upon those that fight against him, against his people. Those my enemies that wish not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. That's what Yahweh Shai said. So you're fighting. You don't want Yahweh Shai's kingdom to be established down here upon the earth. So the Lord's going to bring a heavy plague upon you. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So this is the judgment that Yahweh by Shema Shai is going to bring upon his enemies. And we're going to see it, the scriptures say, the Lord count 9 things to be happy, and 10 for the other with his tongue, a man that see the joy of his children, you see, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. And 2/3 of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the enemies of Yahweh by Shema Shai. And you show forth that you're enemies by constantly rebelling against this word, constantly rebelling against the ways of Yahweh by Shema Shai, not wanting to get right, not wanting to get in order. For the women, you think you're above the man, you think you're the prize. You see, all you people are going to be brought low, and that's what we are about to see in these last days. The enemies of Yahweh by Shema Shai being brought low and being judged. This is Deuteronomy 32, and I'm going to start verse 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So when Yahweh by Shema Shai, decides to pull your number and to bring judgment upon you, no one's going to be able to deliver you from his wrath, from his fierce anger that he has for his enemies. You see, let's get that. His wrath, his indignation is focused on the enemies of his people, his enemies. Because the God of the Bible has enemies. You can read Psalms 83. It talks about how the heathens are the Lord's enemies, but also 2/3 of the Lord's own people are his enemies as well. He's not playing around. The God of the Bible is not playing around with you people. He sees how you people are treating his men. You see, he sees how you people are treating the earth, how you have been corrupted in your way, and the Lord has to put you down. This is Habakkuk, Nahum, chapter 1, verse 2. Yahweh is jealous. See, Yahweh by Shema Shai is a jealous power. And we as the whole nation of Israel are supposed to serve the Lord. But our people are going after idols. They're making their job an idol. They're making their money, their occupation idols. They're making their woman idols. These things, they're putting food before the Lord. The things down here upon the earth, they're worshiping and holding those things in more high esteem than you serving your God, Yahweh by Shema Shai. For some people it's drugs, but Yahweh by Shema Shai, he's a jealous power. You see, he's about to visit iniquities upon the children, upon the third and fourth generation of them that hate him. You see, he's about to visit you for your iniquities, your sin upon sin. You know, the fear of the Lord, that's supposed to drive away your sins. And where it is present, it's supposed to turn away the wrath of the Lord. But you people don't fear the God of the Bible. You don't fear what Yahweh Shema Shai can do unto you. You know, the Lord is with us, you know, because we fear him. He has given us that spirit of fear, and we are serving the Lord with fear and trembling. You see, it says Yahweh is jealous, and the Lord for vengeance. The Lord for vengeance and is furious. The Lord would take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath unto his enemies. So, for his enemies. So Yahweh Shema Shai is reserving wrath. That's what you people are, you know. That's why he's allowing you to get proud. That's why Yahweh Shema Shai is allowing you, you know, to prosper in the earth right now. You know, to do things that are according to your flesh, the things that please you, to serve yourselves, so he can bring a great destruction upon you. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord have his way in the whirlwind, in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. So Yahweh Shema Shai, you see, he will not at all acquit the wicked. You wicked doers, you are not going to be acquitted. You are going to be judged. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 40. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. You can't outlive the Lord. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wait till the Lord. You know, I'm gonna wait till he pass. You ain't gonna outlive Yahweh Shema Shai to avoid his judgments. He remembers everything. You see, he got the records. Verse 41. If I whet my glittering sword, and that word wet means to sharpen. The glittering sword is talking about these nuclear missiles. In my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. And once again, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, 2/3 of you, you show Yahweh Shema Shai that you hate him through your actions, through your deeds down here upon the earth. Because we, as the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai, some of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and men before them have been lifting up the standard on what the God of the Bible requires. The God of the Bible requires submission. He requires obedience. He requires you to serve him with fear and trembling. It says, if I whet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. I will make my arrows drunk with their blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and the captives from the beginning of vengeance upon the enemy. So Yahweh Shema Shai is about to bring vengeance upon you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's going to judge you. This is we'll bring out two more and we'll close out. This is the book of Hebrews. Sorry to close out on this. This is Hebrews 10 and 31. I'm sorry, this is the book of Hebrews chapter 10, verse 30. For we know him that has said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense. So Yahweh Shema Shai is going to recompense. He's going to pay you back for your actions, for your deeds that you have done down here upon the planet Earth. There's a reward for the wicked. You know, there's a reward for the wicked. Just as the kingdom of heaven is promised for the righteous, there's a reward for the wicked. You know, all you people, you know, who are treating them, you know, who are doing things that are not lawful, doing things that constantly anger Yahweh Shema Shai, you will be dealt with. It's that plain and simple. No one gets away. It says, and again, the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So Yahweh Shema Shai is going to judge his people. You can read Zechariah 13:8. You see, on how the Lord's going to cut off 2/3 from the land. That land being America, 2/3 of you are not gonna be brought through the fire. You see, when these fiery trials come and those nuclear missiles come, the end all be all fire come and burn you people up, you're gonna be finished out here. The 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6, seeing is a righteous thing with Yahweh by Shemel Shai to recompense, meaning to pay back tribulation to them that trouble you. Who's troubling us? 2/3 of our own people, if brothers have been watching. They've been fighting against us. Building the kingdom. These niggas have troubled us. And Yahweh Shema Shai is going to judge to them. It says, "And to you who are troubled, rest with us." So those who are troubled are resting in this knowledge, in this comfort, in this hope, in understanding that Yahweh Shema Shai is not going to let the evildoers just off scot-free. That there's going to be a judgment for them. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. When the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, and that's the day that we are looking for. The day when Yahweh Shai is going to come and crack those clouds and deal with you people accordingly. But it's going to happen before then. There's going to be a time of trouble such as there was since there was a nation, since there was a time. And at that same time, Michael is going to stand up for the children of the Lord's people, the Jerusalem. You see, a standard is going to be lifted up for the righteous, but for you wicked, the Lord's going to cause the Assyrian, the rod of his anger, this Edomite, the so-called white man, to get you people, to put you people down. And it has already begun. It says into verse 7, into you who are troubled, rest with us. When the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who shall be punished with an everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. So this is a judgment for the evildoers, for the wicked. Yahweh Shema Shai, his indignation, his righteous anger, it rested upon the sinners of his people, and all the sinners of the Lord's people are going to meet his vengeance. You see, you're going to meet the day of reckoning. You're going to meet the day of judgment, head on, and there's not going to be any mercy for you. There's not going to be any compassion. The God of the Bible, the creator of the ends of the heaven and the earth, is pissed the hell off. You see, he's not happy with the way the world is being arranged. He's not happy with the conduct of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So with that, brothers, remember to fear the Lord, in your day-to-day walk. Remember, Yahweh Shema Shai is with us, and if we require the Lord to continue to be with us, we must be obedient and be not like this wicked, this rebellious house that's trying to fight against Yahweh Shema Shai to no prevail. Shalom.